Hello, SpaceCoastDragon here. In a tweet back in July, Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, made an announcement that keyboard and mouse support would one day be coming to the Xbox One. Now, what this basically means is you could be playing Xbox One games using a mouse and keyboard if you wished. And, of course, streaming to Windows 10, you could do it that way as well. And in a lot of cases, that really doesn't seem to be a huge issue between using controller or keyboard. It come down to a matter of preference. That said, being able to use a mouse and keyboard with your Xbox One games and have that native support would be huge when it comes to modding games, because modding, of course, will become available at some point, probably after Bethesda releases the GEC for Fallout 4, and you start getting those mods that are, can use larger scripts and things like that. I'm not a experienced modder, so with making mods, so I don't know exactly what goes into it. But essentially, once you get access to those tools, they can make, bigger and better and more in-depth mods, things like that. So, with that said, if you have mouse and keyboard support for console, these modders won't have to do much, if any, work to make their mods compatible with a Xbox One or PS4 controller, if they don't want to. Because, I don't know if mouse and keyboard support will be able to come to PlayStation 4, but I'm assuming if Sony's smart, they'll follow suit on that one, because it is kind of a big deal. But that said, when it comes to modding, these modders, they won't have to necessarily make their mods compatible for controller use. Of course they can if they want to, but if you have access to a keyboard and mouse, and you can use that when playing your Xbox One game, when I'm playing Fallout 4, and I want to start to use mods that would use a mouse and keyboard, especially ones that would add new hotkeys, require, menu use, things like that. That would be a fantastic thing to be able to use the keyboard and not have to necessarily go out there and spend that god-awful amount of money on a Xbox One Elite controller, which is, while nice, having all the extra buttons on it. Because if you were to, try to use mods that use extra keys and stuff, you would want to have access to extra buttons on a controller, which you would almost need an Elite for that. But this is pretty exciting. Like I said, there hasn't been any noise whatsoever from Microsoft or Xbox's side concerning keyboard and mouse support since that tweet that Phil Spencer put up back in July. So I don't know if that means it's not coming or if it's just being worked on and they aren't ready to announce it. I got a feeling, E3 comes up in a few months. Maybe they'll make that announcement there. And I don't know. I'm excited for the prospect of this coming, and I would love to see that happen, because I would love to be able to use a mouse and keyboard when using mods, especially if I'm using them for Fallout 4. Because if the mods that come out for Skyrim are any indication, I'm going to need the number of buttons available that there are on a keyboard as opposed to what you can get on a controller. So this has been SpaceCoastDragon, and I just wanted to put my thoughts out on that, and hope y'all have a nice day.